Now, a word to the people before you watch this video. I hope you are clear on factorial combinations and permutations because this general video is just about some techniques and some tips and tricks to go and one concept to go about certain questions to save your time and just have a little fun in this chapter. This is all this video is about. So if you have the concept, move on with this video. If you don't, watch my videos on the concepts or any other or whatever you want to do it yourself, whatever, but it is important that you have that concept. Now, to the video. Okay, so what does it mean to use the universal separation technique and what is the not all concept? Let's talk about it. With this question, by the way, we'll cover both these things with this question. Brilliant question. There are five history books, three Greek books, there's a comma right there, three Greek books, and seven philosophy books. Okay, so five history books, three Greek books, and seven philosophy. Good stuff. And total that is 5, 3 is 8, 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay, 15 books in total. To be arranged on a shelf. Okay, so all of them are being arranged. I already know I'm supposed to think in terms of factorial and stuff. Now, in how many ways can this be done if no two history books are next to each other? That's part A. Part B कहता है not all history books are together. सर ये तो एक ही बात कह रहे हैं. Sir, what are you talking about? These are the same questions. No, they are not. See, there is a very minute wordplay over here, very beautiful wordplay by the examiner. That is the wording in the first part, and I'm going to give you some alternations of this. No two history books are next to each other. No, all history books are never together, or all history books can never be together and never and cannot be next to each other. No two history books are next to each other. Or no, or in another context could be no two boys are next to each other. They okay, those are it. That will be it, I guess. Nothing more than that. Now, what that means is it means that history books can never be together. That means there always has to be one or two books, three books between one and another history book. The five history books can never be together. Never, never in all possible cases. But in part B, it says not all history books are together. Now this is a fixed keyword. Not all अगर नजर आ जाए, you're supposed to use this method that I'm going to tell you about. Not all history books are together means that all five of the history books that we have cannot be ever together. But इसका ये मतलब ये नहीं हुआ कि they are sometimes some of the books are together but some of them are not together. See, not all, सारी की सारी साथ नहीं है, लेकिन all, and in English as well. Okay, not all refers to that all of them are never together. All of them at the same time are never together. But it is definitely possible that three of them are together, two of them are not. One is separated, the other four are together. That's what that means. And I hope that made sense to you. So how are you supposed to use the universal separation technique? Whenever now, and the part A, वहाँ लगाएंगे universal separation technique. Why? Because universal separation technique के नाम में मौजूद है कि this technique is supposed to be used to make sure something is never next to another thing. सही? So how are we supposed to use it? Well, very simple. Now, we're supposed to separate the history books, right? So the first step is what history books के अलावा, apart from the history books, whatever you have, arrange that first. अगर ये boy, if this was about boys and girls, and we had to separate the boys, forget about the boys and arrange apart from the boys, arrange the girls first. So here, forget about the history books, arrange the Greek and philosophy books first. So think about it. Greek, philosophy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's 10 total books. Now, all these books can, and by the way, it will be mentioned there are five different history books, three different Greek books, and they're books, so they are different. So you do not need not worry about any repetitions. Now, all these books can move about their positions on the shelf. Greek can come here, philosophy can go there. They can all move around each other, right? So that is 10 books. 10 books can move around easily. 10 factorial, right? But your job is not done. You still have to make sure the history books are never together. How are we going to do that? Very simple. Think about it. Think with me now. We're going to unlock positions. Think about it. What positions are available to us where if we put the history books, they are never together. This way. One position here, second here, third here, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. 9th, 10th, 11th. I have unlocked these positions between the books and the first position and the last position. This is the way to unlock positions. Now, consecutively, I still have books to arrange, so I'm consecutively going to multiply. Now, multiply the 11 positions I've unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 positions I have unlocked, and I have 5 books that are supposed to take these positions. So that's going to go to combinations a little, right? This method employs everything. Now, 11C5, out of the 11 positions I have, 5 of them will be fulfilled by the history books, and those 5 history books can move about their own positions to rearrange themselves differently. Now, what does this do? Why are we doing this? This now let me visualize it. The visualization is the best summary. Remove that. Now see, what does this mean? What are we achieving? We are achieving this. What now? When I say 11C5, I mean this: history. Maybe another history book here, another here. Out of these 11, any one of these will be occupied. Another here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One case would have the history book separated. Look this way. These two are separated by 1. These two, and or maybe from this is separated by 3 or 2. This one from this is separated by 2, and this from this is separated by all these history books, all these philosophy books. So this way, and let me show you one more case. Let me show you one more case. I'll remove that, remove that. There we go. Another case could be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 4 of them are separated by 1, but this one and this one are separated by 3 philosophy books. Sorry, I just did. Now, see, so this is what this method is doing. The universal separation technique, it unlocks these positions in such a beautiful way that it will always be separated by whatever the different books are, right? So I hope you have the visualization and the concept perfect in your head. Now let me just do a review. Whatever you have to separate, forget about that and arrange whatever you have first. Apart from the history books, whatever I had, Greek and philosophy books, arrange them, they can all move around 10 factorial. Now unlock positions. That means think between the books and the first position and the last position. Count them down. I had 11. Now, how many of the history books, or how many are the amount of stuff or amount of people you had that needed to be separated? How many of the positions will they occupy? When I had 5 books, 5 positions that will be occupied out of the 11, so 11C5, and they can move about their own positions. All these history books can move about their positions to give a different arrangement each time. So that's going to be 11C5 into 5 factorial. So we've used factorial, combinations, and even permutation. This whole thing is permutation, right? To essentially separate things. So whenever you want to separate something, make sure the wording is clear. It's not all now. Say, so whenever you're supposed to separate something forever, they're never together, use the universal separation technique. Easy. Now moving on to the not all. Very simple. ऐसे सोचना है. Now, I had how many books? I had 15 books in total, right? So 15 factorial. All those 15 books, this includes the history books all being together, separated by 1, separated by 2, separated by 3, alternating, everything, all possible arrangements are included in this 15 factorial, right? Now, what if from these arrangements I subtract all those ways when the history books were all together? If I do that, the answer I will get will include all the ways when they were never all 5 together. But it could be that one was separated, the other 4 were together, 2 were separated, the rest of the 3 were together. That's what this is going to do. So you simply from the total arrangements, you subtract the arrangements when they were together, Now we're going to recall from the factorial lecture. How are we supposed to find out when things are together? Very simple. 15 books: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh shit. 14, 15. 15 places history books are supposed to be together. Place them down. 3, 4, 5. Box them up. Whatever you need to place together, box that up. Inside that's gonna be let's do this again. 15 factorial, subtracting 5 factorial for the history books. Outside of the box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's always gonna be greater than that. 10 say hamesha plus 1. Plus 1 into the 10, that's gonna be 11 factorial. So 5 factorial into 11 factorial. That's when they were together, when the history books were together. So total minus that, and you're gonna have your answer. Now make sure this keyword is present. If it is not present, you use this. You use that separation technique. Easy. Now the video is going to continue. This was recorded later, so you're going to continue to some other cases. Hope this helps. And now I would actually advise you to think about this in more further detail yourself and have a little fun with it. But let's just move on. Moving on to the easier questions. I call this one. I have classified these things inside the box, then outside the box. Letters between letters, questions. Now, the first part says the word is divide. How many ways can it be if there are exactly two letters between the two D's? Now, there are two ways to go about this. One is the method that I like, and one is the method a very good friend of mine taught me. And I'm going to go about that as well. And why I mention my friend? Because, see, whenever someone learns something, and by the way, this is used so much in A levels, कि एक बंदा सीखे और दूसरे बंदे को आगे सिखाए. And it is such a great way of human intervention and human development. Is if you learn something, go teach it to someone. You'll learn it better, and others will. And किसी और की knowledge बढ़ेगी. Others will learn more from you. Maybe they never heard of that way of thinking, right? And they will teach you their method, and your knowledge will increase. And if everyone did that with their failures and wins, the world would be such a better place, in my opinion. Anyways, enough. Let's get back to maths. 2Ds. So, firstly, my way, the way I like. All you gotta do is put the D's, actually make the positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need two letters between the D's. So 1, 1, 2, and D can be here. Now, this case, put that in a box. Simply put it in a box. Alrighty. If you have put it in a box, now think about the letters you have remaining. I have I remaining, I have B remaining, I have I remaining again, and I have E remaining. Okay. So out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, out of the 4, only 2 can occupy these 2 positions in this box, right? 4C2, and they can move around to give a different movement, a different arrangement each time. So there's a 2 factorial there. And the fun thing is that it could be that out of those 4, both of the I's have occupied this position. So I will divide by 2 factorial. They repeat twice, so divide by 2 factorial. Now, moving outside of the box, count this as a position 1, because this box as this place, right? When the D is in the first place and the fourth place. But it can also, this whole thing can also occur when this D is in the second position and the other D is on the second plus 2 is 4, 5 on the fifth position, right? So count this as a position, and essentially what I'm about to say will cater to that, right? Cater to the D's being in different positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, yes, 4. No. How's it 4? Let me count again. Okay. 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. 3, sorry, 3. I was counting. I was over counting. 1, 2, 3. So 3 places, 3 positions. Count this as a position. 1 position, 2 position, 3 position. 2 ways to go about. If you have watched the previous videos, you'd know what I'm talking about. So 1 position here, 2 position here, 3 position here. Or a small trick is just count this. This whole box is 1 position, 2 position, 3 position. So 3 factorial it is. And that is your answer. Simple as hell. And by the way, someone can tell me why I did not move these 2Ds. Because if I did move them around, I would simply again divide by 2 factorial, because that movement will not give me a different arrangement, right? They're the same thing. So I just did not write it, but you can if you want to. This is my way of how I would do it, and let me just put it in a calculator. Okay, so 4C2 into 2 factorial, and that's just going to cancel out, into 3 factorial. Is that it? Yep. That gives you 36 ways. 36 ways. All right. Now, the other way 2, is even better. It's simpler, but it will not always be used. It will always just be used in this type of question, right? So that's why I didn't love it, but this is a very good way. It's a very simple way. Okay, so to first make the positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the D's here, put the 2 letters in between, right? Now, you make all your cases. I will show you a trick as well to go about it faster, so you save some time, but make all the cases. Okay, a D could be on the first position and have two letters in between it, and this D could be on the fourth position. Then another time that would happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The D could be on the second position, 1, 2, 2 in between, third. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This D on the third position, and this D will be on the last position. Now there can be no further cases because I cannot move the D and have two letters in between them, right? So I have three cases. Now the arrangement will always be the same, right? So it's going to be one, two, these two D's moving about their own positions, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to divide, multiplied by all these letters, one, two, three, four, all these letters moving about their own position. The I's will be repeating twice, so just divide that, right? And those will be moving about their own positions. And this whole case will occur again one more time here. 2Ds will move about their own positions, the four other things will move about their own positions, and the 2 factorial will be divided. Same thing here, right? And I would add them. But just to use a shortcut would be using multiplication. This arrangement, this whole arrangement happens how many times? 1, 2, 3. It happens 3 times, so just multiply it by 3. What is multiplication? The shortcut of addition, right? Instead of adding it 3 times, just multiply it by 3 times. And your answer will be 36. Check that out. So 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3. And your answer is 36 days. Okay, so that is another way you can do it. It's just more simpler than this complexity. But there is a reason I like this method, and I'm going to explain it to you further. Anyways, so a cleaner way to do this is make the first case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now move the d's around. 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Now these four letters can move about their own position. 4 factorial. The i's will repeat twice, so divide by 2 factorial. And start thinking from this d, right? This whole case, once it happens here, this d can occupy this position, and this d will move also. So it moved once here, second time here, third time here. No more cases. So how much was that? Three movements. So just multiply it by 3, and you get your answer, right? Very simple. You could employ any one of these methods. I would recommend you use this one, but this should definitely be on your mind for faster results. Okay, अगला सवाल, the word is refrigerate. How many ways can it be done if there are exactly 3 letters between the two R's? A little more complex, but same concept will be used. And there's another case of this, but let's just go get over with this first. कैसे करेंगे भाई सब बताओ? खुद करो please. Do it yourself. Refrigerate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. 3 letters between the two R's. One R here. 1, 2, 3. So fourth position. These two R's can move about their own position. So 2 factorial. Same thing here. So divide by 2 factorial. The rest of the positions, so 11 minus 2 is 9, can move about their own position. What does repeat? 1, 2, 3. E repeats thrice. Anything else? E, A, R, G. Nothing else is repeating, so we're good. And this whole thing will occur once here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 7 more times, right? I basically this whole movement is all the cases. So I'm going to multiply by 7. This arrangement occurs 7 times, and I'll get my answer. You could do it this way as well, and that's your challenge. Do it yourself. You should get the same answer. Moving on. How many ways can it be done if all the E's are together and there are exactly 2 letters between the two R's? Now, this is a very specific question. I think I've seen this question twice in the recent years. Very important question and very important technique. And you're going to understand why I want you to employ this method, right? So let's get into it. It's the same. The word is the same. Refrigerate. Now pay attention. This is a different case. I call this the double condition. The double condition question. There are 2 conditions. So first, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. First, meet your criteria. All the E's are supposed to be together. I have 3 E's. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put them in a box. Whatever you want together, put that in a box. Now, and I want exactly 2 letters between the two R's. put the R's, satisfy the first criteria, 1, 2, and then the third here. This this is the case it will satisfy, and put that in a box as well, just like we did there. Put that in a box it up. Now, how you're gonna do it? Like I've always said, deal with the boxes first, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters have been used out of the 11. So 11 minus 5 is 6. I have 6 letters remaining. So out of the 6, there are two positions inside this box that are to be occupied. So 62, they can move about their own positions. Is there something that will repeat? There's absolutely nothing that will repeat. So I can just write this. Inside this box, I would go for 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial. You already know why. Now, outside the boxes, count these as whole positions. As one position this, one whole position as this. So one position, second position, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And these 6 positions can move about, and that will be 6 factorial. These are not separate cases. This is movement of these positions, right? That's going to be 6 factorial, and that will give you your answer. Now, always go for whenever there's a double condition like this, like this. This is a very specific method, a very specific way to go about it. This is how you're supposed to go about it. This is how you're gonna go about it. We're not making cases. We are essentially moving all these while we are satisfying the condition of these two R's. Very complex it gets, but I hope it makes sense. If you want to get it into the depths of this, go to ChatGPT, sit with yourself, and just take an hour, take a half an hour, do your thing, and just get into it. It will be fun that way. I'm not going to explain it, but because it is very complex, right? But it makes sense. So just go about it. And that is a very simple method. So just box everything up, box the criteria up, think of the boxes as one positions, and count the rest of the positions, add them up, and just go for 6 factorial. And yeah, I hope this made sense. Easy, very easy. Let's do it again. Happiness is the word. How many ways can it be done if two P's are together and there are exactly 2 letters between the two S's? So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First, satisfy the criteria. Two P's are supposed to be together. 1, 2. And this is a special question. You'll know why. Box them up, and there are exactly 2 letters between the S's. One S here, one, two, one S here. Bada bing, bada boom. Box them up. 4 9 minus 4 is 5. So out of the 5, 2 can occupy this position, move about. Do I have anything repeating? Nothing repeats. And this box is just going to be 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial, cancels out. And 1 position, 2 position, 3, 4, 5. Move about 5 positions, so 5 factorial, right? Easy does it. Did we do the same here? We did the same here, right? So whenever we count something as a position, we use factorial, and whenever we are adding the cases like we did in this method, we go for multiplication, normal multiplication. Okay, that's the last of attempt. But see, this question, you'll think you're done with this question, right? But the examiner played you hard, and I hope it did not. But if it did, you're just like me. I messed up when I did this for the first time. But what, see, I'll get the answer for this, but I'm gonna miss one case. And what would that case be? See, when I count these as positions, this P will never make it inside the box. It will only move about this box, and this box will only move about P and these positions. But what I'll miss is there can also be a condition when the two S's are apart and the letters that separate them, the 2 letters that are between them, are the 2 P's and they are together. So that is the case that I need to consider separately. So whenever I'm putting shit together, put that in a box. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm adding this case because it's a separate case of the positions. So that is going to be 2 factorial. This is going to be 2 factorial separately because there are 2 different types, but they're all just going to cancel out, right? So nothing to worry about. Nothing will happen inside this box. Outside the box, count this as a position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 factorial, nothing repeats outside. And now, adding these up, this will be my answer. After adding these both up, this will be my answer, not just this. So please make sure you consider that what happens if this box moves in. Does this condition still apply? So make sure you think of that as well. So this is a very rare question. It was only tested once and it was on a very simple basis. Very simple. What if it was कि अगर ऐसे होता, for example? कि भाई there were three letters between the S's. So you would have to consider something like this as well, right? And that would have been difficult. So yeah, the examiner will go light on you, don't worry. But it is my job as a struggling student that I was to use my struggle as a source of good and help you not make the mistakes I made and just convey the knowledge I had. I got the hard way. And I hope that helps. And this is all. Congratulations if you have made it this far into the videos. This is all the knowledge I had, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, there's still one thing left. There are some questions of possibilities and probabilities in factorial and combination. I mentioned it in the combination video as well, and I'm going to mention it again. I'm going to make a separate video of that. Actually, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue with